Yo, what's going on everybody? Red for Fun here, and today I'm going to be showing you how to play Clue. So, my method is pretty different from what a lot of people do. I actually did learn this from another video, but I'm going to be explaining it further, just to kind of like simplify it. So, we're going to start off here, and we're going to see who goes first, get to dole out all the cards, and whatnot. Now, I personally want to go last, just so I can learn more information. So, we got our cards. Get to see who goes first. Hopefully not me. Okay, I'm in the middle. That's alright. Okay. So here is where I'm going to show you my method. Okay. So Plum asked about Peacock, Wrench, and Ballroom. And we know Orchid has one of those. So this is the first card that they showed. So I'm going to place a 1 next to those cards, because I know that she showed one of those cards on her first reveal. Now, it's not by round, it's by reveal, because some people get those confused. Alright, now it's unfortunate because I have to show one of my cards. I have Orchid to show that, so I'm not going to be learning anything that turn. Alright, now I don't have any of those, but Green does. So, Plum, Wrench, and Kitchen. I know that he showed one of these 3 cards. So I place a 1 next to the ones that he potentially showed. So now it's my turn. I know information about Peacock and Plum. I know somebody most likely has that. So I'm going to try to get more information on other cards. What I like to do is typically go for the first ones that don't have any information. So I'm going to go to the dining room, because I don't have any information on that. I'm also going to ask about Candlestick and Mustard, because I don't know anything about those. So, my goal was to try to get it further down the line, but it didn't really work out that way. So I'm going to end my turn, because I don't really have anything to go with that. That's an unfortunate roll. Alright, so again, Plum showed either Peacock, Rope, or Kitchen. So we're going to place a 1 next to those. Alright, again, Mustard. We know that he doesn't have Orchid, because I have that. So he either has the Rope or the Study, so place a 1 on those, because it's his first reveal to us. So everybody has revealed 1 card except for Peacock. So we know a third of their cards already, just based off of this. We know that a third of their cards is either Plum, Wrench, Lounge, etc. Okay, so Peacock just showed either Plum, Wrench, or Lounge. So that's going to be a 1. But if you can see here, this 1 has an X on it. So we know that that wasn't the card that they showed their first reveal. We know that this isn't their card that they showed their first reveal. So it has to be this card. So we can place a check mark there, because we know that they have that. So this will give us more information. We know that Plum doesn't have the Kitchen, so we can erase that 1. And we know that Orchid doesn't have the Wrench, so we can erase that 1. So we're basically just trying to narrow down on what cards that they've shown. Alright. So again, Peacock showed one of their cards. So we already have ones here, so this is their second reveal. So we're going to place a 2 there, but there are 2 numbers here. So we're starting to question that. Like, they've potentially showed that twice. Again, put a 2 there. If there are 2 numbers, put a question mark. This one's just 1 number, so we place a 2 there because this is their second reveal. Okay? So can't really get anywhere off of that, so we're going to press continue. And now that it's my turn, I know information. I know a lot of information, but at the same time I don't know too much. So I'm going to try to get more information on other categories. So for instance, I don't know anything about the hall, so I'm going to head over to the hall. Okay. I don't know anything about Scarlet, so I'm going to ask about her. I also don't know anything about the candlestick, so I'm going to ask about that. And we're trying to get as far down as we can, so that didn't really help us. But we do know Olive Green's cards now. If you see here, he just revealed us to the hall, but up here you can see how many cards that we know. So I can start putting an X on all of the ones that he doesn't have. So now that I've placed my X on all of them, I know that he has the hall, the kitchen, and mustard. So I'm not going to have to worry about him anymore. So I'm going to press continue and end my turn here. Alright, so Green asked about Peacock, Rope, Conservatory, and Plum had one of those. So we're going to place a 2 because this is their second reveal for us, and put a question mark there because there are 2 numbers. Same with this, put a 2 there and a question mark because that's their second, and we know that he doesn't have the Conservatory because I have it. Okay. So, I have one of these 2 cards. I'm just going to show him one of mine. It's unfortunate, but, you know, that's how it goes. Did we learn anything from that? All we know is that Peacock might have the wrench. If she doesn't, then we know that that's the weapon. So I want to have to ask about that my next round, or have somebody else ask about it for me. Okay. So we know that he has the kitchen, so that's the one that he showed. Oh, here. Just looking at this, you can see that Orchid doesn't have Peacock, so we can erase that one. And the only other one on this list is Ballroom, so we know that Orchid has the Ballroom. So I have to show one of my cards. Again, unfortunate, but you kind of have to do that every once in a while. So this is basically narrowing down our options, and we've only had maybe 2 turns so far. And we already know more than what we should know. Okay. So we know that mustard has either plum. So I'm going to put 2 here because we already have ones. The rope. So I'm going to put a question mark there. Or the library. So we can also erase that 1 and 2 there. So we know, based off of this, there are no more 1s or 2s, that this person has Peacock. So I can erase those numbers. We can also erase that plum for Peacock, because we know that they don't have that. So I'm gonna go to the dining hall, or the dining room. Try to get more information out of them for that. So I know I'm not gonna get a reveal from Green, which is nice. So I am gonna ask about the wrench though. Let's just ask about Scarlet and the wrench. Okay, I can guarantee you that she's about to show me the wrench, which she is. So I can get rid of my numbers there. And since that was the one that they showed on the first and second reveal, I can also get rid of these numbers here. And end my turn. Alright, again, I know that she most likely showed the wrench, so I don't need to mark anything down for that. So I want to get to know more about the rope. Hopefully one of these guys asks about the rope and Mustard reveals it again. Okay. So we know that he doesn't have the ballroom. He could have Plum. So didn't really get us anywhere. I mean, we're gonna do that. But this one has 3 numbers on it now. So I really am curious about that. I can probably... It's like a 99% guarantee that he has the rope. So since I know that it's probably a 99% that he has the rope, I don't want to ask about that anymore. So Orchid just showed us either Scarlet, Wrench, or Ballroom. I actually know that they showed the Ballroom, so I don't really need to worry about that. Alright, I have to show one of my cards. Now hopefully this is all making sense. If not, feel free to shoot down a comment down below. Or message me. I have my Discord in the down below as well, if you guys want to message me there. Let's see. So I know all of his cards, so he showed the hall. So 7. I'm gonna go to the dining room because that's the only one I don't know about out of the ones I can go to. So I'm gonna ask about Scarlet and the candlestick again. Try to get as much information as possible. Okay. So they're gonna show me one of those cards, Scarlet. So I know it's not Scarlet. So I now know 2 of his cards, so I'm trying to figure out what his 3rd card is. So I'm gonna put a 4 there, and a 4 there. That's now an exclamation point. And conservatory I know he doesn't have. So that's gonna stay an exclamation point because there's 3 or more there. So I can probably guarantee that he has the rope and Plum. We kind of want to ask those separately. They've kind of been grouped together, as you can see. It's like 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4. Those have been grouped together, so we don't really know a lot about that. So we know he just showed the hall. Okay, so that's actually going to give us more information. So we know it's Plum because those are all X's. 2, 3, 4, we can erase those. This is the only other one with the 3 or 4, so I can put a check mark there. So I can erase all of my numbers. I'm actually going to do that, make it easier on me. And I can erase all of my numbers. Because I know which one he showed on all those turns. And I knew about that. I know all about green, so I don't need to mark numbers for him. So, since he's at the ballroom, she's going to show the ballroom. There we go. So I know that one of these 4 people have green. So I don't need to ask about green anymore. Okay, so I'm pretty sure they just figured it out. I know it's not the lounge. And I can guarantee that she doesn't have the candlestick. Or I can't guarantee it, but I can kind of make a guess. So I'm going to assume that she just won. Really? No final accusation? Huh. So now I have a chance to steal. This is why I like playing against AIs, because they're not that smart. So I'm going to head over to the lounge. And I'm going to make my final guess here. Plum with the candlestick in the lounge. Now I know they're not going to show anything. Well, she does. So she has the candlestick. She was faking us out. Okay. So it's between these guys. That's probably not going to go through again. So I could make a final guess, but just to show more of this method, I'm going to keep it there. It's probably a bad decision, but, you know, I'll figure it out. Okay, so I know it's the dagger. And so does everybody else. So again, bad decision on my part to not make a guess, but I feel like I needed to go another round. Now if it was a 50-50 chance, I would have taken that guess. So I know that he has that. At this point, the card is just there. Nobody's making a guess. That's surprising. I have a feeling Orchid's gonna make the guess. Okay, so he has green. Actually, no, he just showed the dining room, so I don't need to mark anything. Alright, I already know the answer, so I'm not going to mark anything down, but I'll mark it down just for the tutorial's sake. I put a 1 next to Revolver and Study, because that's one of the cards that Peacock has. Is she going to make her? She's not. See, this is why I like playing with AIs. I'm just going to go to the conservatory. Because I have that card, so. Let's go here and make my final guess of Plum with the dagger, just to make sure I didn't mess up anywhere. There we go. So now I'm going to make my final guess. I'm going to say it was Plum with the dagger in the lounge. And as you can see here, those are indeed the 3 cards. So hopefully that made a little more sense of this method. If you guys still don't understand, please let me know. I will be streaming this more on Twitch, twitch.tv/redforfun. My link will be down in the description below. But again, leave a comment if you're still confused and I'll try to make another tutorial explaining it better. But yeah, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe, and I'll see you all next time. Peace out.